We're Team What the Duck. I'm Shriri,
I'm Dylan.
I'm Jason.
and we're going to quack open your brain. With the emergence of new and powerful LLMs, many people, especially students, have begun outsourcing their critical thinking to LLMs. This often results in superficial and incomplete understandings of those key concepts, since users tend to accept AI-generated answers at face value without actually engaging with the content. But not all LLMs are bad, though. One of the better ways to learn is by teaching. This enhances understanding and forces students to confront and address the gaps in their knowledge by promoting active recall and boosting confidence in the subject matter.
Now, enter the duck. The rubber duck debugging method is a method of debugging where you talk to a rubber duck about your code, and then while you're talking to the code, you'll find the flaws in your code and be able to debug it. So what our product does is that it flips the script. Instead of the model telling you what's wrong with your code, you are able to guide the model. We've designed various ducks that range in intelligence level all the way from grade schoolers to professors. What you can do is click on a duck to start a conversation. It'll listen to you, react, and question your explanations in real time. Each of these ducks are also able to challenge you based on their knowledge level, and you're able to refine your understanding through active audio dialogue instead of just simple passive answers. Right, so how do we actually build this? Well, the front end starts with Next.js, React.js, and Tailwind. Then on the back end, we have Fast API for Python. Text generation, we use Gemini API, and for natural speech, we use 11 Labs API.
So here's our demo. So you can see our 4 ducks here. So our first duck is a coding duck that can help you with coding assignments. The second duck is a professor duck that you can ask expert advice from. The third duck is like a child duck that you can teach. And the last duck is like a classmate duck, which you can work through problems with. So for our demo, we'll first be showcasing the child duck, where we'll be showcasing the text-to-speech functionality. So I'll ask you a question. Why does the sun set every day? And at the very top, we have a semantic understanding to let you know how well you know the concept.
Quack, where does the sun go after it sets? And how does it know it has to set every single day? Does it have a clock?
So now let's say we gain some understanding. So we can say the Earth rotates, which is why the sun sets.
Quack.
And you can see it'll give a response, and the understanding is now good. So this is our coding doc. So you can see a slightly different UI. So we have a coding editor here that we can paste our code to, which I'll do for a basic Fibonacci code. And then on the right side, you'll see it's pretty similar. So we can ask a question like, is this solution DP? And we'll get a response from our coding doc, and it'll reference the code in this case. So you can see in this solution, it references code segments and line numbers, and you can see our understanding is very poor. So in this case, let's say we get a better understanding, and we can say something like, the code adds up the last 2 numbers in the sequence and is recursive. And you can see in this case, our understanding goes up to good, and it confirms that this is definitely recursive.
So what's next for our product? Well, first, we want to add more ducks. We're going to add a product manager duck that will take your ideas for a product and critique them and build them to be production ready. Then we also want to have a moody teenager duck, which you can give ideas to and excite and try to ignite his passion. Beyond that, we want to expand the flock. We want to allow users of our platform to register accounts. With these accounts, users can then join collaborative sessions where they can learn with the ducks together. We also want to implement a mind map. The mind map allows a duck to analyze each user's chat history and create an interactive mind map of the concept. And then lastly, we also can fine-tune our models in the future to have better tailored and personalized responses.